Welcome back to the Fruits of the Spirit series. We're walking through Galatians 5, verses 22 through 25, learning how each fruit grows in our lives through the Holy Spirit. Today's focus is on patience, a fruit that challenges us deeply in the fast-paced world we live in. Let's begin with Psalm 40, verses 1 through 3. I waited patiently for the Lord, and he inclined unto me and heard my cry. He brought me up also out of an horrible pit, out of the miry clay, and set my feet upon a rock, and established my goings. And he hath put a new song in my mouth, even praise unto our God. Many shall see it, and fear, and shall trust in the Lord. This reminds us that waiting on God is not wasted time. When we place our faith in him, we can rest in his timing. A delay in answers to prayer is not always a denial. Sometimes it's simply wait. Waiting is not easy. Most of us would prefer things to happen on our schedule, but God does not work on human timetables. His plan is perfect, and his timing is always right. As we wait on him, our character is strengthened. Waiting builds patience. Patience brings perseverance. And perseverance keeps us walking with God, even when life feels slow or difficult. Patience builds strength. Galatians 6 verse 9 tells us, And let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. This is a reminder that our labor in the Lord is never in vain. When you're trying to live right, speak truth, love others, and walk in peace, and yet it seems unnoticed or unfruitful, this verse tells us to hold on. Don't faint. Don't give up. Keep sowing in righteousness. The harvest will come in God's season. Patience in difficult seasons. Psalm 37 verses 7 through 9 encourages us during hard times. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way. Cease from anger, and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil, for evildoers shall be cut off. But those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth. Waiting patiently becomes even harder when it feels like others are advancing ahead of you, especially those who are not living for God. But the word reminds us, rest in the Lord, cease from anger, don't get distracted or discouraged. Your reward is not in what others are doing. Your inheritance is in the Lord. Patience when people test you. Sometimes it's not life's delays, but people that test our patience the most. At work, when others have bad attitudes or criticize unfairly. At home, when peace is hard to maintain. At school, when others pressure you, tell you what to do, or expect more than you can give. In relationships, when you're waiting for change, growth, or healing. These situations stretch us, but the Holy Spirit helps us respond, not react. Patience is not just about waiting. It's about how we wait and how we treat others while we wait. Romans 12, verse 18 says, If it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men. Even when others test your limits, God calls us to keep peace, and that takes patience. Patience is strengthened through prayer. To grow in patience, we must draw closer to God. Prayer and time in the Word renew our strength and change our outlook. When we remember what God has done in the past, we trust that He will act again. When we are reminded of His promises, we gain confidence that He is still working behind the scenes. God has a purpose in the waiting. Jeremiah 29, verse 11, KJV says, For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. God's plans are not random. He is intentional, even in our waiting. He is developing our faith, refining our hearts, and preparing us for what's ahead. Our job is not to rush, it is to trust. The promise for those who wait. Let's close with Isaiah 40, verse 31, a promise for every believer who chooses to wait on the Lord. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. This is what happens when we wait with faith. Our strength is renewed. We rise above stress and pressure like eagles. We run this race called life without burning out. We keep walking, even when the road is long. God gives us strength when we surrender our timing to Him. Patience is not weakness. It is spiritual maturity. Encouragement for today. If you're in a season of waiting for healing, for answers, for direction, or peace, know this: God sees you. He hears your cry. He is faithful. He is with you. His delay is not His denial. His plan is still unfolding. He knows the end from the beginning, and He is preparing what's next, and preparing you for it. If this message encouraged you today, like this video and subscribe to the channel. That way, you won't miss the next lesson in our Fruits of the Spirit series. The Holy Spirit is at work in your life, producing fruit that honors God and strengthens your walk. Patience may not come easily, but it is necessary. Wait on the Lord. He is with you, always there, always faithful.